Hello everyone. Today we are going to install IBM ILOG CPLEX Optimization Studio, which is one of the most used optimization package in operations research. We start with installing Optimization Studio, CPLEX Optimization Studio, and then we are going to install do CPLEX package on Python so that we can use CPLEX on Python. Let's start with downloading CPLEX Optimization Studio. We go to the IBM.com and find the products, the ILOG CPLEX Optimization Studio. Then I'm going to use the academic version. So I'll click on Get No Cost Academic Edition. When I click on it, then it directs me to Data Science section. Then in the below, under the Software tab, I'll see ILOG CPLEX Optimization Studio. Then I'll click Download. It shows me lots of the results, and I'll click on HTTP, and then I'll see IBM iLog CPLEX Optimization Studio 20.10 for Windows machine, and I click on it. Then I'll press the I agree button and then download now. The download will be started in a moment. Download is completed. Let us run the downloaded file. Now we can click on OK. Then the installation will be started. Here is the installation screen. Then I'll click on Next. Then I accept the license agreement. Then I'm going to install this to under disk D, and then click on Next. I want the association, and also I want to update my path variable so that my other programs can find the CPLEX. Then I see the summary. Then I click on Install. The installation is started. The installation is almost completed. We need to do some stuff more. I don't want to open the README file or CPLEX Optimization Studio, but you can open it and you can use that part also, which works for you if you're going to just implement a optimization model. But if you're going to use it with some other stuff, then you can use it via Python interpreters or another stuff. But for now, I unclick it and press Next. Yeah, we can agree and click on Next. All right, as you can see on the screen, if you want to use the CPLEX or CPU optimizer engines through their Python APIs, you need to tell Python where to find them. What we are going to do next is tell Python where it can find the CPLEX installation. Let's first close this installation, then open a command window. We have opened the command window. Let me first change my directory to the part where I installed CPLEX. Yes. Then I'll go to program files, and then I'm going to write Python, as I'm going to use Python, and then under IBM, and then go to ILOG, then go to CPLEX Studio, and then go to Python, and then I'm going to start setup.py and with the input with install, I guess. So we have changed our directory to the place where we install IBM ILOG CPLEX Studio. Then we're going to run the command, which is Python with the place of setup.py and an install command. When we click on it, then it immediately started to install Python API. Now we connected our Python and the Python API of the CPLEX Studio so that we can move to the Python part. But before moving to the coding part, we need to make sure that docplex package is installed. Let us check whether it is installed or not. We need to open our Anaconda prompt, as I'm using Anaconda. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to write pip install docplex. It says that requirement is already satisfied, so which means that docplex package is already installed. If you haven't installed before, it should install the package and return the same argument. Now we can close Anaconda prompt and the command prompt. Now we can go to the Spyder part. All right, we have opened our Spyder editor, and we can open one of the example codes of CPLEX, which can be found under Python. You can see examples. Let us just run one of the basics facility. The code is already written, and you just need to run this to see that whether your CPLEX is connected to Python or not. We just press F5. Yeah, it says that it's already solved and find an optimal solution so that CPLEX is installed and connected to Python. So in our use, we can easily employ CPLEX to solve our optimization problems. In the next video, I'll show you how to construct a model from scratch and see how can you solve your model. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, please let us know by writing a comment below. Thank you. Bye-bye.